All right, so let's talk about trading for growth versus trading for income. And I want to prepare a few notes for you because I think it is very important. Let's actually start with trading for income. So what does it mean when you're trading for income? When you're trading for income, it means that your account is pretty big. And let's say, for example, let's just say $500,000, right? So it is already a larger account, and all trading profits are taken out of the account to generate income. Hence the name trading for income. Let me give you an example. Let's say that on the $500,000 account, you would trade the wheel, one of the trading strategies that I like to trade on larger accounts here. And the idea here with the wheel is that you're generating approximately, let's say, 30% per year. So this would be $150,000. So just here, for the sake of our discussion here and to use a little bit round numbers, so this would be approximately $12,000 per month. I know it's a little bit more because if we divide 150,000 by 12 months, right, it would be a little bit more than 12,000, but you get the idea. So at the end of the month, and this is the idea here, or at the end of the quarter, doesn't really matter, depending on how you want to do this, you transfer any amount that is larger than $500,000 into your checking account as your income. So this is the ultimate goal as a trader, because this means that now you have brought your account to a decent size and now you're trading for income. So you don't want to grow your account anymore, and any excess profits that you're generating, you're transferring out of your account, or you can leave it in there depending on what your living expenses are. Now, again, if you want to make more than $150,000 a year, there's two ways how to do this. So what determines how much money you make? Well, there's two deciding factors here. The first one is obviously your account size. And the second is the percentage, right? The ROI, return on investment of the trading strategy. Let me give you a few examples here. For example, the trading strategy, the wheel that I recommend you trade on larger account, generates around 30 to 40% per year. Now, you also know that I love trading the PowerX strategy, and I'm trading it every day. And when you're trading the PowerX strategy, you're looking to generate at least 60% per year. That is the goal of the strategy, right? So this is where choose the strategy that fits your lifestyle and that also fits your goals the best. Now, before we talk more about what trading for income and how to get there is, for a moment, let's talk about trading for growth. Because if you don't have a $500,000 account yet, or you don't have $1 million account, you need to adapt your trading style so that you can grow your account. You see, the idea here is to really start growing your account until you are at the level where you can trade for income. So trading for growth, here is what you do. No withdrawals. All money stays in the account. So that is very important, because if you start with a small account, and this is the idea here, and let's say you start with maybe $10,000 or $20,000, right? And now you have to trade it for growth. So how exactly do you do this? Well, again, first of all, no withdrawals. All the money needs to remain in the account. And this is where you would use money management to grow your account. And the money management method that I personally recommend and that I used to grow my accounts to a decent size is the fixed ratio money management technique. And I think it's very important that you understand money management. Therefore, I'll do a dedicated video on this one on how to do this. The important thing is that you use trading strategies that support money management. Now, this is where you'd also use trading strategies that generate at least 50% per year. So when you're trading for growth, I highly recommend, if I would have to trade for growth, I would definitely focus on the PowerX strategy and the PowerX optimizer. And then, as you know, probably also the wheel strategy, although, as you know, you have a smaller percentage here. So let's just summarize this here of what it means to trade for income and trade for growth. In the life of a trader, there's two steps. First, typically most traders trade for growth. You first want to make sure that you take your account to a certain level, and then once your account is at a certain level, this is when you start trading for income. At this moment, it makes sense that you can start taking money out of your account. And again, the question is here of how much money do you actually need to have in your account? And again, the two deciding factors here are your account size and also the ROI of a strategy. Now, I want to give you just two more very specific examples so that you know of how large your trading account needs to be. So your income goal to generate with trading, let's say your income goal is $100,000. Okay, there we go. And now let's say $100,000 per year. We'll do a larger amount here in just a moment. So if you have $100,000 per year and you're using a strategy like the PowerX strategy that has an ROI of 60%, now the question is, how large does your account need to be so that you can trade for income, transfer the excess capital out of your account into your checking account? Well, this is how it works. All you need to do at this point is take the $100,000 that you want to make and divide it by the ROI, which is 0.6, right? An ROI of 60%, you know how you express percent, it's 0.6. So at that moment, it means that you need to have around $166,666 in your account. You get the idea. Now, let me just give you a few other possible scenarios so that you know exactly what strategy to use and also how much money you need in your account. So let's say that here you want to make $100,000 per year, but the ROI of the strategy is only 30%. If this is the case, again, you use the formula where you use the $100,000 divided by the ROI, which now is 0.3, and you arrive at $300,000. So if you have a strategy that generates 30% per year, you need to have more money in your account, right? This is why it is so important that you have these two variables, the account size and the ROI of the strategy. There we go. Let me give you a third example. How much would you like to make? Maybe $200,000 per year? Why not, right? So if you want to make $200,000 per year and you have a strategy that has an ROI of 60%, in this case, again, you're taking the $200,000 that you want to make divided by 0.6, the ROI, and you will arrive at around $333,333. So now it's up to you. You know how much money you have in your account, and if you don't have enough money yet to trade for income, this means that you're in phase one, that you're trading for growth. Again, when trading for growth, this is when you definitely need to use money management to grow your account. When you're trading for income, you're no longer no money management needed to grow your account. All you need to do here is proper position sizing. Anyhow, again, I know that it's a little bit dark in the background because I am traveling through Europe right now, so it is late at night. But I hope that this helps you to understand what are the main differences between trading for income versus trading for growth, and that you also now know exactly how much money you need to have in your account based on the trading strategy that you use so that eventually you can trade for income. Because once you're there and start trading for income, this is when the fun starts. Is this helpful at all? Because if it is, do me a favor and click like. And if this is your first time and you thought, oh, this was pretty cool, then please make sure to subscribe to the channel and also hit the little notification bell, because this way you get notified whenever I go live or release a new video. Okay, hope this helps. Hey, talking about other videos, there's probably a few other videos popping up on the screen here right now. Just click on any of these that make the most sense to you, and I'll see you in the next video.